All right. So the next thing is let's validate your offer. Okay. What you need to understand is it's really difficult to promote an offer that no one wants to buy. Okay. So if you feel your offer is not validated, it's really difficult to scale it. Right. So I want you to kind of take this as an exercise. So the first goal is present your offer, let's say, to 10 prospects. Okay. So the best way to go about is like people you already know, maybe they haven't bought from you before, maybe the offer wasn't clear, or maybe you're selling them a high ticket offer and they couldn't afford it, whatever the reason might be. Just go and reach out to people maybe on your database that you already know, that you already spoken to, that you're already friends with, whether it's inside Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, whatever, you started this communication with them. So, and let's sell 3 of those offers. Okay. So we reach out to 10 people. Our goal is to sell to 3. So what you really need to do, as I say, you can't scale something that no one wants, okay? So it's important to ask questions. Hey, I got something here for you, and I'll show you a script that you can use. I would love to hear your opinion, and just don't be discouraged about it, because, even if you get a no, it's an answer. It's not a bad thing. At least you get people to talk to you and have a conversation, okay? So the validation. So the first thing we're going to do, we're going to audit your asset, okay? So the clients you haven't closed in the past 1 or 2 months, go out and speak to them. Go and send an email to your entire database. Ask them about this offer. What do they think of it? Okay. Go out into all your social media messages, wherever it is that you're gathering your conversations. And maybe if you do a little ad, you might want to run it and see if it's working. You might even want to partner, maybe somebody else wants to sell your product or services, right? I'm a great believer in leveraging other people's audiences. So I'll go and speak to people who have a large database and say, hey, would you mind plugging this email for me? Let's say they have, 50,000 members into their database. Just send them an email and ask them whether they're interested to validate this offer and whether they're interested in purchasing it. And I'll give you 10% commission of all the sales made. Okay. So this is something I really love doing. And so that's what we called affiliated partners. And the next thing, obviously, is going out there and network, whether you go to events or, going out with friends and people that you know in the community, and simply ask, okay? If you're not going to ask, you're not going to know how this is tracking. So really create a conversation around your offer, right? Is the promise meaningful to them? Okay. Getting a no, as I say, is good as a yes. So what question do they ask? Okay. And what question don't they ask? So be interested to see what is their priority about this offer. So for example, your weekly plan could be send out 5 emails, follow-ups every day, 10 call outreach on LinkedIn, Facebook, email, Instagram, TikTok, Pinterest. I'm not sure where you're currently gathering, but chances are probably very much inside Facebook at the moment. And send them 3 pieces of content, publish weekly on LinkedIn, and email it to the database. Okay, so that could be something that you could be doing. Now, this is a very simple template. You can use it. Maybe you can use something else, but this is what I would do. I would say, hey, John, Mary, whatever the name might be, I'm opening the doors for 5 people to work with me to get whatever your promise might be, and also insert the times it takes. Okay, so you could say it's a program. It could be a monthly membership program. Okay, and I'll work with you in 90 days, and I'll promise you to get you 5 clients, or I'll promise you to lose 10 pounds, so whatever it is that you're currently focusing on. Okay, so think about the promise and also talk about how long it takes. I made it easy to get started for insert the dollars. Okay, so this is where I love doing weekly membership programs, because I charge weekly. So I can say, look, I made it really easy for you. I only charge $100 a week or $200 a week, whatever your offer might be. Okay. Shall I send you the details? So don't just say, hey, here it is, take it or leave it. Ask. All right. And then they'll get back and say, sure, I'd love to have a look at it. Okay. And so this is a really good way to validate. It's a really good exercise. don't get discouraged. This is where a lot of people kind of feel, oh my God, I've just sent out 100 messages and people just ghosting me. They're not saying anything. It's just a process. Just keep moving, okay? Remember, the most important thing is, when I spoke about velocity, is you move. If people say no, I don't reply, you just move on to the next one, okay? Because there's really, the importance is to sell as many offers the fastest possible way, okay? So because the amount of money that you're making is in correlation of the offers that you make. So keep that in mind. And then, of course, plan it and make it happen, okay? Who are you going to reach out to the next 14 days? What asset can you utilize to validate sooner rather than later? And what daily tasks are non-negotiable to have those conversations? And just make it happen, okay? Off you go.